RCKicks. On today's episode, painting the body of my McLaren MP4-6. Now, I bought the car new in box, but the body had been painted this white colour and also it had been cut out. Nothing else was taken out of the blister packs or anything like that, but whoever owned it before decided that they wanted to make a start on the body and then they never got any further than that. So this is the original body here. Now the paint job is not that great and it's also cut out not quite how I'd like it, plus it's actually got damage which basically eroded off. It is very fragile, this top, it's very thin. I guess it's to get all the contours on the body that they had to go quite thin with it. So I picked up a Team Blue Groove replacement, which is good enough for what I want. It's fine. The colours for this car, you're actually supposed to spray the black, then fluorescence red, which to me doesn't look very red. It looks more kind of like fluorescent orange, but hey, that's the colour it's supposed to be. So, but as you can see from the white, it hasn't. They basically sprayed the whole car white, and I don't know whether he was going to then spray this over the top, but then that would be matte. I don't quite understand. So I will keep this top, I will fix the cracks, and then I'll just put a few decals on it, and then if I do run it, I'll run it with this body. So let's crack on and get it done. We've masked off the body for the first pass. That's going to be the black. Also, I have the rear spoiler is black on one side, and one of the slats is also black. So this is going to hurt you, sir. No problem. I'm sick of spraying my hands white and black, so I picked up some gloves so that I don't have white fingernails while I'm at work, because I'm supposed to have a professional job. It's debatable, but people see it as a professional job, so turning up with spray paint fingers is not really appreciated. So let's go spray it. Fingers crossed, because I've spent ages cutting the damn thing out. Let's go. Now on the first coat, you want to make it nice and light, super light. If you apply too much, what happens is it can bleed underneath the lines. So you just want a nice light. That's pretty much it. You don't need much more than that. You just want to get the first little tiny covering, because what happens is when that dries, it stops other paint from going under your lines. And while you're waiting for your paint to dry, why not drive one of your restored cars? Eh? Much more fun. Well, that's the first coat done. That's the black that's finished. Next, I've got to remove all the masking, and then we need to mask up again, but this time for the windscreen, and we need to mask up for the red. There you go, it's all masked up. Now next we've got to spray the fluorescent red, and then after that I can take it all off and we can spray the white. Fingers crossed, because masking up has taken forever and I've run out of normal masking tape, so I've had to use this tiny little stuff which takes even longer, but it should be fine. The second coat is now on. It's just drying up, but it came out okay. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer to dry, and then I'll take off the masking tape, clean up the edges, because the next is to spray the whole thing white. So I've got my white paint. Let's carry on. I'll take that. It got a little bit of cleaning up to do, but yeah, I think it could have been a lot worse. Next I've got to clean it up, and then we'll mask it off again and spray it white. Just going to clean up a bit, let it dry off a bit more, and then I'll get back to you. Now I've finished the last colour, and I've just let it dry for a little while. I've got to remove the masking for the windscreen, and then peel off the protective layer, see if there's a few bleed throughs, clean up the body a little bit more, and that should do it for now. And then I've got to paint the driver and the head and put the stickers on. Should we see how it came out? Windscreen came out okay. I'll do the edging in black. Now for the fun bit, taking the protective cover off. What do we reckon? Now's the fun part of painting the driver. It's quite difficult on this car because he's deep inside the cockpit. I've made a bit of a start. The most difficult bit was getting the black to be nice and sharp around the edges, and then I'm just building the man up just like you would any other. Start dark and then work your way around to light. I've got the head to paint of the driver. I've almost finished the cockpit, if you can see. A lot of people don't do the windscreen because it's such a pain to get that windscreen right, because it's deep inside here, but I put the effort in and it came out pretty good. I'm reasonably happy with it. Anyway, we keep going. She's coming together. I've just got to put the stickers on now. You've really got to spend some time getting the lines correct, because there's no way to hide. You can't hide these joins. Of course, if you make any mistakes, it shows up, especially if you have any overspray, because once you back it in white, it shows up any imperfection. Now, this car just had McLaren Honda, but I have got Marlboro stickers, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to go with them or not. We'll see. I'm only thinking about maybe using these two Marlboro ones, and that's pretty much it. Well, we finally got there in the end, and what a stunning looking kit. The paint job is a little bit heavy going, and you have to take your time with this one. Building the chassis is really easy. You can build the chassis in like an hour and a half, but the body takes a good couple of days if you take your time and try and do it as best you can. Only thing I'm waiting on now is a electronic speed controller. Motor's in. I have the LiPo battery that fits this chassis, and then hopefully I can find somewhere flat and dry that I can actually run it, because I'd like to run it once or twice. Apart from that, it's pretty much finished, so it came out lovely. Anyway, like and subscribe, it really helps this channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.